Hey guys, thanks for being here. Today, I just want to start a conversation about the phone ping. This is an old map from 2020, so there might be new towers around, but here is just a little picture of the towers that are around Prosser Creek, Boca. These would have been the towers that detectives would have pinged the signal off of Kiely's phone. I just wanted to give you some perspective. There's Alder Hill camera, or where that camera footage would have come from, and there you see it pointed directly into Prosser Creek. So
we really want to recognize the reason why we're all here, and that is for this family.
Actually, it should be for Kiely, but okay.
We've said that from day one. We were very fortunate that we had the assistance of a volunteer group, the Adventures with Purpose, that came out with some very specific expertise and were able to help us in locating the vehicle that we had been searching for several weeks.
Throughout this video, I just want you to pay attention to the facts about the ping. The ping was used by law enforcement to search a specific area, but she wasn't found. Later on in this video, I will play a news clip, explaining how pings work, and they explain it very well, and it is from KCRA 3 News, the same news that Placer County uses.
And her phone had actually pinged in the area of Prosser Lake, and that is where her SUV sadly was found. Sheriff's officials had actually searched the same area previously and not found anything.
Or the officers behind you confirm that her phone, Kiely's phone, the last ping was near the water.
And the reporter asked if they can confirm her phone, Kiely's phone, her last ping was near the water. And just something interesting as a side note, she didn't even try to answer that question. She just looks back and there's a silence, and it's basically like, who's going to answer this one? Because this topic is controversial for some reason, or there's just something, there's a lot they can't say about it, but that's just what it seems like to me.
Yeah, the ping for the data points and everything were near the water.
And usually the first answer is more than likely the honest one and the correct one. The longer someone speaks, the more they start to cloud the truth or realize they said something they shouldn't, so then they try to change the facts.
It's hard to tell an exact pinpoint or anything like that, but just as much on land as it was in water.
See how the answer changed? First of, it was certainly near the water. Now it's as much on or in water as on land. That doesn't even make sense, well, to me at least.
That's what I was told, is that it was near the water and searches took place near that vicinity. Are those going to continue?
Yeah, today we have 226 searchers, pretty astronomical number. I think the overhead team at the search and rescue.
At that point, he didn't even answer the question anymore, so I'm not going to play the rest of this, which should tell you a lot, right? Okay, so now you're going to hear a second reporter ask the same thing, something regarding the phone ping, again asking for the location.
The Prosser Lake is where we're focused on right now, but again, that doesn't mean that that's the last location. So.
When was the ping that you had?
I think the last location known that we've put out, from I think day one is around 12:30. I'm
going to let you rewind that, but she asks what time, and then he says the last location is I have of 12:30. I'm sure his brain is just going a million miles an hour, but the ping location and information is substantial, and they're not telling us everything. I think this phone didn't last ping at the lake.
Along with air and ground searches, looking at surveillance video, talking with witnesses, that sort of thing, pinging cellular devices is just one more tool in the toolbox that investigators have for finding missing persons.
So this was aired August the 23rd, 2022. It provides crucial information, especially if you don't understand how phone pings work. I myself am trying to understand how it worked. See, I used to believe that the phone ping was the last known message that was sent or last known activity. But from what I'm hearing in this video, it's when the law enforcement sends a signal to your phone to find you. But I don't know. I guess I'm still trying to understand all that, but your comments and your opinions are greatly valued in the comment section.
Two recent high-profile missing persons cases in Northern California. In both searches, investigators pinged the cell phones of the people who disappeared.
It is one of the primary tools that law enforcement does use today.
Yeah, Placer County really didn't get much out of that, did they?
Jim Cook of Premier Cellular Mapping and Analytics, helping us understand how ping information is obtained and processed based on his years of experience helping law enforcement.
I just thought of this just now, but this newscast was created, a day or two after Kiely was found, not by Placer County, of course, and then they did this whole segment about phone pings and explaining. What are you explaining? Like, why it was so hard for you to find her, or why the phone ping situation didn't work for you? I mean, are you backtracking? Are you explaining yourself? Are you trying to tell the world that it wasn't your fault? And, well, it's not accurate. It's from 5 feet to 100 feet to whatever kind of feet. Dude, literally, that's what this is. I didn't even think about that till now. Okay, I'll let you watch.
My assistance in the matter is interpreting the information that comes back.
I know you sleuthers are already writing his name down and his job title.
From the carrier.
Cook, not involved with the searches for 16-year-old Kiely Rodni or missing couple Juan Zavala and Jeanette Pantoja, explains getting data from missing persons' cell phones starts with an exigency protocol.
Why it's important, you need to tell us he wasn't involved in Kiely's case or the missing couple from Nevada. Tell me why that was important to say. I don't know. Just think about that.
Or investigators proving they need cell phone data because someone's life or safety are at extreme risk.
They will request the carrier to ping the device.
That means a signal goes out to the device associated with the person's number.
And based upon the device being on, it will yield a location via GPS with what they call a degree of accuracy.
That degree of accuracy could be 5 meters or 500 meters or even unknown. Investigators also getting the antenna or cell site that the phone connected to, which helps them know which way to focus their search.
The more pings or the more connections, the better the values for law enforcement.
But time is of the essence as battery strength fades, according to Cook.
The first few hours, if you will, are probably the most critical in trying to establish that location of where that device was when it was last on.
Investigators needing and using as many pieces of information they can get to help find missing people.
They can look back at, within roughly about a 48-hour period, the history of that device, both based upon its data connections, its text messages, as well as its calls.
Cook says mobile devices are of great help in tracking the locations of people who are lost.
We all have that, little square box we all carry with us. It's an umbilical cord.
But as advanced as they are, they too come with limitations.
So now with the little bit of information that that we've gathered, what do you think about the phone ping? Do you think the phone pinged where they say it did? Do you think they're holding stuff back? Why do you think they created this video 2 days after she was found? The ping is significant. We still don't know where that phone actually pinged. You saw the cell phone towers. I'll put the video here at the end again, and it is very easy to go to Google and look up cell towers. But it's most important that we that we keep asking questions. Sorry. We just got to keep asking questions. Every little detail matters, y'all. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you for watching.
And some good ideas for families or people who often hike outdoors. Have a device tracking app installed and on your phone. That information can also help investigators zero in on your location if you're lost. Bring a backup power source. Remember, those pings don't work unless the device has power. And finally, if you end up hurt and you are in a place where you're in a compromising position, if you can, send your friends or loved ones a text message message versus a phone call, because that is more likely to go through, especially in remote areas. Reporting live now, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.